Hello and welcome everyone. Let's talk about Bitcoin. There's some huge news coming, and let's discuss the recently crash. Was it expected? Was not expected? If you saw my last video, you knew that this could be coming. It was right there in front of our eyes. So let's discuss them and look at the charts and see what's there. Before we get there, I appreciate that like. Give us some comments and support our channel. All right, let's get to it. All right, so looking into Bitcoin over here, so let's look into the cryptocurrency market overall. So you can definitely see here that the market has taken a hit. So if you see the market capitalization for Bitcoin and for Ethereum, and also Cardano. I've been following Cardano for some time now, and some of my last videos when Cardano was on some really hike, people talking about smart contracts and Cardano going to $10, $30. The market cap over here was 90,000 or $90 million, and then or billions, and then Bitcoin was 900. So look at how much the market cap has decreased in such a short amount of time. Now, is it time to sell? Well, let's look at what's happening. If you saw my last video, this is the last video that I talk about, right? So what has happened over here? So what I discussed over here in the last video is that if the stock market does have a crash, it could take down the cryptocurrency market as well, and that's exactly what happened, right? So if you take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin over here, he kind of tanked alongside the stock market, right? So there is some speculation about how good the economies are around the world, the Delta variant spreading, China having some interesting news out there. But overall, there are some huge news coming up over here. And if you are in cryptocurrency, you need to be prepared for these big dumps, right? So 20 to 40% on cryptocurrency can be expected. So do not buy peaks. I'm not a financial advisor. This is how I invest, right? I do not like to buy at peak prices. And if you look at what's happening on the screen over here, I've been discussing here. People were all excited about Cardano was hitting, $3. Oh my gosh, I don't want to lose the train. I want to get to it, right? Well, after the train has taken, you do not want to buy, at $3. You should have bought over here. If you've seen our videos, we talking about, during this whole market over here, you buy during the time when it's consolidating over here, right? So you do not buy a peak price over here because you can take a big crash like we just saw, and this is the same thing here. You buy a peak prices, and then you're exposed. Your exposure and the amount of risk you're taking is not worth the money that you can make, right? So all in all, Cardano over here is still in a pretty very good uptrend over here. So if you can see what is happening overall over here, so Cardano is doing a nice up channel. So there are some room for a little bit of consolidation. But if you saw what happened last time, right, you have three tops over here before this a retracement, right? So I had a huge uptrend, and then you had some consolidation after every big move, and then you had another big push to the upside, and then again you had a big consolidation. So consolidations here and corrections are the time that you buy. So what should we expect from Cardano now, right? So forget about smart contracts, about all the great news, right? You need to talk about the technicals and what is the price telling you and how can you make money, right? So we have a peak over here. So you can see now clearly that every peak has come with a correction. So now this third peak at $3 over here has a correction, from $3 to $2. That's a huge correction over here. So what do you expect? So you expect, Cardano to again consolidate before it push, to new highs. So look into, opportunities. So again, take your money and split into buckets, right? If you have 1,000 or let's say you have $10,000, split that into 4 buckets. 2,500, buy it right now. Another 2,500, buy, on the next retracement. That's how I'm going to invest again. I invested, over here. I told you guys how I was investing in Cardano. I bought it at 132. I bought it 115. I had an order for 105, and I actually had an order for 96 cents. So I did not get filled on the 96 cents, but I had huge wins on Cardano over here. And as soon as I got to $2 over here, I actually took some profit. I sold a good amount and I keep it in cash. Well, now, the market has retraced. What I'm going to do, I'm going to reinvest that money again, right? So do not buy peaks. So you need to think about how are you investing your money. So this is how I diversify and how I trade and how I make my trades. I look for retracements and consolidation. I buy and then I take some profit. I take 50% of my profits and then I put it into cash and then I reinvest them later, either on the same crypto currency or in other coins that maybe have some potential. If you're long term, you can keep buying and accumulating for the long term. Overall, the cryptocurrency, will go up, overall in the long term. But markets go up and down, so you got to be able to do your strategy and back test it over time to make sure that fits, your investment ideas. This is how I do it. So you do it, as you wish for your money. Okay, so what else was interesting over here? So I did share with you guys about Bitcoin. Well, let's talk about why the fourth quarter is actually looking really strong over here. So there's huge news for Bitcoin that Bitcoin is actually going to do its first major upgrade here in 4 years. Sorry, there we go over here. So Bitcoin just got its first makeover in 4 years. It actually just got approved by the miners over here. So Bitcoin's upgrade has just been approved by the miners around the world. So around November time frame, we should see a big upgrade that should enable smart contracts for Bitcoin. That is huge. Right now, the first one who came around was Ethereum, a lot of smart contracts on the Ethereum platform. We do have Cardano now that just launched, this month, smart contracts. We have, Avalanche and other cryptocurrencies out there that have smart contracts that will provide, a huge upside to this cryptocurrency. All in all, the market is doing what it has to do. Bitcoin had a nice dip and very hard to buy at the low price over here, but we did have El Salvador and MicroStrategy picking some orders at the very low over here, around $40,000. Unless you know that a crash is coming, it's really hard to pick this up. They had limit orders so that when the price keeps going down, they keep buying on the way down, right? So all in all, thank you for watching, and do your due diligence to make sure that you invest the money you can lose, invest the money that you can sleep at night. This is the advice that I give everyone. If you can sleep at night, you are investing very well. All right, thank you, and I will see you on the next video.